The latest British boots on the ground watch this waypoint on the road to withdrawal. The flag of one Mechanised Brigade is lowered, a time to reflect on the changes seen during this tour. Operation Herrick 18 will be remembered for the way Britain's footprint in Helmand province shifted. Scores of bases have closed or been handed over to the Afghan Security Forces. From a high point of 130 locations, the British have just 5 remaining. Landmark sites like forward operating base Shawkat have passed into history. Even the headquarters of Taskforce Helmand, a fixture at provincial capital Lashkargah for so many years, has consolidated and drawn back to Camp Bastion. We're told it's been made possible because of the huge strides made by the Afghan Security Forces. They now take the lead in the vast majority of operations out on the ground. And at today's handover, praise for their achievements from the outgoing commander of Taskforce Helmand.
Perhaps the thing that has been most stark this summer is the degree to which the Afghan army, the police and the other security actors have started to operate together jointly. They plan and execute all of their operations hand in hand, and that makes an extremely powerful combination.
But despite the progress that's been made and this handover to what will be the last large-scale British force in Afghanistan, Brigadier Jones warns against thinking it's job done.
Well, I recognise, to some degree, perhaps there's a bit of weariness with this campaign, but the campaign will be judged at its end, not with 18 months to run. And I think, we all have a moral responsibility within ISAF, within Britain, in the public, to stay engaged and support our troops whilst they complete that mission on behalf of the country.
As the 7th Armoured Brigade flag is raised in the 75th anniversary year of the Desert Rats, so Operation Herrick 19 begins. It will be a tour like no other. Some personnel will stay for up to 9 months, and despite continued mentoring and assistance to Afghan security forces on the ground, all who serve will be aware it's they who will bring the bulk British presence here to an end.
We're very aware of the position, the privilege that we have to partake in Operation Herrick at this stage of the campaign, and we'll do everything in our power to deliver a sound and successful and strong future for the Afghan National Security Forces going forward.
This handover comes in the wake of claims by Afghan President Hamid Karzai that the NATO mission had caused suffering for no gain. But the incoming commander of Taskforce Helmand is clear of the benefits that have been brought thus far.
Only the other evening I was with the senior commanders, all the senior commanders and governance figures from Central Helmand, and they're very clear that the important role that ISAF has played in getting them where they are now. They are very clear that they have a great deal of gratitude for ISAF, and that comes out in spades when you talk to them. So I think my soldiers are really clear that their predecessors over time have made a positive contribution here in Helmand.
Herricks have come and Herricks have gone, with always another to follow. Herrick 19 is the last as we know it. One final chance for British soldiers, sailors and airmen to equip Afghan forces with the skills and drills necessary to stand on their own 2 feet in the future. Tim Cooper, Forces News, Camp Bastion.